So when I was a student at Chickenshed, the education or their educational approach was completely different to what I'd experienced at my previous schools. Um, you know, that immediately there was a difference in the support network around me, and a real encouragement from the teachers, staff and students, to succeed and to do well. And that encouragement was key, and that support was key to the success that I and other students experienced there. There's a real team approach and a collaborative way of working, but also individualised needs were met, and they were really broad within my year at Chickenshed, but they were all important. And that system, that support network that I had around me was such a change from what I'd experienced before. I naturally was quite a shy person. I lacked a lot of confidence. I was quite insecure, a bit of a worrier. And when I was at secondary school, I kind of just got lost. It was very overwhelming, and the sort of educational system just didn't foster me, and it didn't help me. But when I started at Chickenshed, instantly I was part of a family, and I felt safe and supported and encouraged. And through that support and encouragement, I then made mistakes and learnt from my mistakes and wasn't afraid to make mistakes. It allowed me to start succeeding, and that was amazing to have successes, because there'd been so little of them during secondary school. I think one thing for me that stands out is that we used to have some wonderful debates, and I found a real confidence having these debates with my fellow students and the staff around certain subjects and topics, and they were great, and they were so informative and helpful, and built so many skills for us. Not only talking about the certain topic, but also having that debate and that conversation and how to approach that. I truly believe that I wouldn't have taken the career pathway that I have if it wasn't for the education I experienced at Chickenshed. That inclusive way of being now underpins everything that I do within my career, or that I try and do. And I took a route from Chickenshed that took me down a pathway of working with disadvantaged children or children with special needs. And I don't think I would have done that if it wasn't for what I'd experienced at Chickenshed and what I had learned. To have that real empathy for others, and that need to include others and work as one, really stuck with me. I really took away the approach that Chickenshed gave to education and their way of being, and how they managed the education system and spun it on its head almost. And that was something that I wanted to take with me. It still now has a profound impact on my career. If I'm ever in a tricky situation or unsure about something, or I'm having conversations with my leadership team, I always try and think about Chickenshed and what would Chickenshed do. and are we considering the needs of everyone, and is there more collaborative work that we need to do? Is there a different approach that we need to do? Unfortunately, our education system has a long way to go with its inclusion. We still measure success based on academic outcomes, and I think schools have a hard job because we have pressures from above on us to be a certain way and to fit a certain box. But if we could all be more Chickenshed, I think we'd see a lot more successes, and happy young people within our society. We all need to be a bit more inclusive in our approach. So yeah, it's massively important today, and there's so much more learning that the education system can do from the way Chickenshed approaches their education.